So we're here at the steaming station. So actually the leaves behind me, you can see here tanks where the leaves actually are dropped in, and then finally they go on this platform where they brought up into the steaming machine. So you have kind of like an escalator here, it goes up and it falls down in here, and this is the steaming part. So this is turning all the time, and it is steamed at 105 degrees for around 1 to 2 minutes. If it's longer, it's going to be a deep steam tea called Fukamishija, which is a different tea. Here we talk about the production of Gyokuro. Then in the next step it comes into this turning machine. So this is a process which takes around 18 minutes. The tea loses around 30% of its water. And this here, it is really turned, so they really a little bit smashed also the leaves, and they get softer and softer. Then we go to the next step. So here it is again turned around. And this is actually a similar machine, just rolling the tea in a certain way into a ball. Also here important is that the tea loses more and more water. We reduce it down to 50%. Then in the next step, what you can see here, so it goes up here and into the next machine. And again it is turned, bringing down the water percentage to around 30%. So here we are now going from 70% to 50% to 30%. Coming then to the nearly last step, it drops with the 30% of water, it drops into these bins, and they take it by hand and bring it then into this machine. And this is the most exclusive and the most important machine. This is actually the machine which turns the tea into needles, and this is what we know from the Gyokuro. It's kind of a needle shape, very finely rolled. This happens in this machine, and again here the tea loses around 50% more water than before. Then it falls down as soon as the needles are fine enough. It falls down into this bin as well, and is brought up again into this oven. Here this oven is heated at 80 degrees. And the tea passes through different layers here. It goes down on the 80 degrees, really making different steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 floors down until it contains only around 7% of water. And when we are at 7% of water, finally the tea is brought up into this tube, which you can see here on the top, and finally is filled into the bags, which then are nicely done. So this is the whole production process of the Gyokuro tea made by Mr. Sakamoto.